Today I show you how to enhance your focus with proven scientific ways to get laser focus for MMA and other martial arts. I use them myself to get laser focus when I'm training, so let me show you how you can do this as well. So the first tactic are breath holds. And why breath holds? Because when you're fighting, sometimes you get in a panic state. And you know, when you're panicking, you're not focused. You're reacting on emotions and you're just doing anything to get out of this panic state. And so when you're doing breath holds, you are controlling your body and calming your body down. When you're holding your breath and now your air is away, the panic state is coming in. And now you need to calm yourself down and stay focused whilst having that urge to breathe and whilst having no air in your lungs. And so that one tactic is going to make you calm and remain focused during the fight. So when you punch and your cardio is away, you're not panicking, you're just staying calm and relaxed and you remain that focused. Then tactic number 2 is listening to music whilst you're training. And most of the time listening to really loud music, okay? And you're probably listening to music. Sometimes you should not listen to music and sometimes you should. But what I mean by listening to loud music and why this is beneficial is because when you are, for example, sparring, your coach should play louder music because when you're fighting, this is like the crowd. The crowd is loud. They are cheering, they are clapping, they are screaming. And when you're listening to loud music, that is replicating this. And so you have something in your ear, like the crowd. And when you are not used to this, and when you normally just spar with silence, and now there's a crowd in your fight, then yo bro, you're fucked because you're not used to it. And your focus is on the crowd, then again on the guy, then again on the crowd, and you get punched and you are knocked out. So the focus should be only on that guy, and you should be used to having sounds here and here and still being able to spar and still being able to function, okay? So sometimes listen to music, but sometimes you should not listen to music. Why? Because maybe your crowd is really respectable and it's just silent. Maybe your crowd is silent. What do you do now? You're used to music and now you have nothing, and now you want that music and now you want that sound, and now you don't have it. And so it's again something that you need to be used to. So you should train without music, but also with music. So just get a nice mixture with it. Then the next technique that you can use to enhance your focus is a drill. And this drill is just a shallow boxing drill, okay? You're just imagining for 1 minute that punches are coming to you and you need to slip them. So you imagine jab is coming, bam, you slip that. But fast, okay? You imagine really a lot of shots just coming in for 1 minute, okay? Just slip, 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 slip. You're moving the whole time, but you're imagining hook coming and you roll. Jab coming, you parry. Uppercut, you block. Hook, you block, but really fast. So I don't want to hurt my microphone because then the cable is going out, but let me just do that. Let me just go here. So you're here. You're being here. Pop, pop. You slip, you block, you parry. Body, hook. Okay, so you do that a little bit faster. Again, I'm sitting right here, but you do that faster. And you can do it for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever you want. 1 minute is best. And now you need to focus. You can't now get your focus on something else outside. You need to focus on that punches. You need to just flow. But you need to hold the whole time, like imagine the punches coming to you. And so that's occupying a bit of your mental storage because you need to imagine it and also react to it. Okay, so that's a nice drill that you can do. Just slip the punches the whole time, okay? And then one thing that is also a technique, but you need to do that your whole life. It's just, it has so many benefits for biohacking as well. If you're an athlete, you should probably biohack and just get the best out of your body. But what is the technique? It's meditation. If you're not meditating right now, bro, you're missing out. Stress is killing you as a fighter, it's killing your focus, but also meditation trains your focus. So first, you should not have stress, okay? You should not have stress as any human being, but most importantly, as an athlete, you should not have stress in your life, so you should meditate. Meditate every time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day. I most of the time do multiple meditations throughout the day, so I do 5 minutes most of the time, then I sit 5 minutes in silence, that's also a meditation that you can do, and then I maybe meditate again, maybe again, and that's what I normally do. So 2 arts of meditation that you can do is NSDR, but also deep breathing and HRV breathing. I think that's called in English. I'm German, so I don't really know how to pronounce the letters in English, but just Google H, R, and V, not the W, but V, yeah, V, and then you will get the breathing, okay? And then do that. But you need to focus on your breath, because most of the time, your focus is detaching, okay? On that, we have a really hectic world, and so our focus is detaching. But what you need to do with meditation is you need to focus on your breath. So you're inhaling, and you focus on your breath. And now your thoughts are drifting. You want to think about something else. You want to think about your matchup. You want to think about your opponent. You want to think about the thing that you're going to cook or whatever problem you have in your head. And so you inhale, and now your focus is going away. And now you need to bring the focus back again to the breath, okay? The whole time to the breath. You should not be thinking about anything. And so if you feel yourself thinking about a thought, get that focus back, get that focus back, get that focus back. That's what you do the whole time. And when you're in a fight, you're fighting, you're inspiring, whatever, now your focus is on your coach or whatever, you learned that in meditation. And so you can redirect the focus to that opponent. You want to think about something else, you redirect that focus to your opponent. The whole time, okay? And that's how powerful meditation is. And then of course it's killing you stress, because if you're stressed, your brain is not really functioning, you get brain fog, etc. And so you're not focused as well. And also stress kills your hormones, your testosterone, your health overall, your cardio, etc. So meditate, bro. Please fucking meditate. And then of course, we missed it, but sleep. If you're in the biohacking space, if you're in the space to get most of your body, then sleep. Because again, as an athlete, you want to maximize your body. As a kickboxer, I'm a kickboxer. I want to maximize my body. I want to get the most out of my body. So I have a routine. I do cold showers. I do the normal stuff. I do red light. I have a red light lamp here, for example. Can maybe even help with your focus, but I have this. And so I do a lot of things to enhance my body. Because, for example, I have the same technique as my opponents. Is most of the time not happening, but I have the same skill level, same technique as my opponent, etc., etc. But just my sleep is a bit better, and just my overall health is a bit better. Then I will win. Of course, sometimes it's really important that you have a better technique, better cardio, etc. But if my health is just better, and we have the same cardio, we have about the same skill level, but now my health is a bit better, just a bit, and I'm a bit more healthy, I'm a bit more sharp in the fight, I will win this fight. Okay, that's what really health is important. Of course, most of the time, your skill level is maybe over him, maybe the skill level of your opponent is over you, but your cardio is better, etc. Cardio plays a lot of roles as well, and your cardio also reflects your health. So if your health is bad, your cardio probably is bad as well. So get that in your head. Your health is important, so sleep well. Sleep is the number one thing that you need to do. If you don't sleep well, you can't focus. That's how it is. If you, of course, don't stress, maybe you didn't sleep really well before a fight, that happens sometimes, you can still focus. But if you really want the best, sleep fucking good and really enhance your sleep, okay? Sleep is important for everything, for your hormone production, for your overall health, for your cognitive function, for even your fucking head movement, because focus is required. So everything in boxing, sleep is important for that. Sleep is important for everything that your body is doing. Sleep is important for your health. If you have bad sleep, it's probably more important than having a good diet, etc. So get good sleep and really maybe take magnesium before you sleep. Take some supplements before you sleep. Get that mouth tape. Get some things to enhance your sleep, okay? Really important. And if you are talking about health right now, the diet is also important. So get less carbs in if you want to be sharp in training. Of course, most of the time you should eat carbs after training because there's a hormone called IGF-1. IGF-1 is essential for it's like growth hormone. Growth hormones, IGF-1 stems from growth hormone. So the more growth hormone we have, the more IGF-1 we have. But IGF-1 is important for building muscle, etc. And that's really benefiting us sometimes if we're an athlete. So IGF-1 is banned as a substance. It's banned as we cannot use it, okay? But we can enhance it in our body. That's legal. We cannot take it like steroids, but we can enhance it in our body because it's a like performance optimizer. It's a PAD if we take it, but we don't take it. So that's how we can enhance IGF-1, eating carbs after training, get an insulin spike and protein spike after training. But most of the time, not eat a lot of carbs before training, not like the white flour, etc. Not eat this before training because then you will just feel lethargic, you're bloated, etc. and you can't really focus, okay? So get some fats in before training, get some maybe honey in before training, some dates, but not too much carbs before training because then you have no focus. And on fight day as well, you should eat healthy, no processed foods. That's like a rule that you should follow your whole life, no processed foods. But you should eat no carbs really before the fight. Maybe a bit like some dates, etc. But you should be sharp in the fight. You should be sharp in sparring. So maybe you get in carb crash, then you're not focused, etc. I noticed this myself when I eat a lot of carbs. I don't feel good. I feel bloated. I feel like shit. And when I would go with this attitude in a fight, I would be losing. So that's really important. Get a good diet, less processed foods, get the fucking good diet. By the way, I don't know, the Administration of Health in America just found out that there are dyes, food dyes, 9 dyes that are made out of petroleum. Bro, you should not be eating processed foods. Bro, when a food dye is made out of petroleum, I don't know what else you're consuming that is fucking up your health. If we are eating this all the time, what are we eating else that is really bad for our body that we didn't know, okay? There are some things that are going to be discovered, but bro, eat the organic food, eat the healthy food, but don't fuck up your brain. And that are the secrets to getting laser focus in your fights. If you follow the meditation alone, you will get laser focus. But if you know, optimize your diet, less processed foods, etc. If you know, optimize the slipping drill maybe sometimes. You can also do variations of this where someone is throwing at you, need to focus like for 1 minute straight. And in sparring as well, do that meditation technique where you're focusing again. Do that. If you're doing that, then believe me, if you get good sleep, it's really important. Believe me, you will get laser focus. You will be a super Saiyan when it comes to focus, okay? Again, I want to just emphasize for 1 single second the meditation. Do the meditation, try to be better every time. Try to have no thoughts at all. That should be your aim. Really try to be better every time when you're meditating. That's how it is. I see you back here soon.
Look at them shouting, I'm digging up Jella, to like Patada, Chom better show up, bomb, diggy, 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 bomb, diggy, 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 bomb, diggy, bomb, diggy, bomb, eh, eh.